The purpose of this video is to cover the security features that are made available to you while you are hosting a Zoom meeting. So I will start my meeting by going to alamo.zoom.us. I will sign in and I will start my meeting. Now that I've started my Zoom meeting, I can clearly see that I have one other participant who is in the Zoom meeting with me. Now, one of the major issues that have been occurring is Zoom bombing. So let's pretend that this participant that is in my Zoom meeting has begun to Zoom bomb me during my lecture. The first thing you want to do is to click on the security icon that is presented in your toolbar. If you do not see this icon here listed, then that means that you are not the host of the meeting. So whoever is hosting the meeting will have access to this security feature. So we're going to click on the security feature, and here we have a couple of things that we can do to kind of prevent or run a more secure Zoom session. The first thing you can do is you can click Enable Waiting Room. So you can make sure that anyone who is trying to join your Zoom meeting will be presented in a waiting room. So right here, when that occurs, as the host, you would see this message pop up. Student 1 has entered the waiting room for this meeting. See waiting rooms. You can click on this, and here you can see the person who is in the waiting room. Then you can choose to whether admit them, allow them in the meeting, or to remove them. I'm pretending to be student 1 on my cell phone right now. So please keep in mind when your students join in on the Zoom meeting, more than likely, they're not going to present themselves as student 1, but they would present themselves with their first and last name. So here I'm going to choose to admit this person. And now they're able to join in on my Zoom session. Now, another great availability for you is that you can lock the meeting. So say all your students are present and accounted for, and no one else is going to be joining the meeting, you can lock the meeting. Another great way to think about this is if you are locking the door to your classroom. But please keep in mind that once you lock the meeting, no other participants will be able to join in. Another great feature that's available to you is that you can quickly prevent any of your participants from sharing their screen, and you can quickly prevent any of your participants from sending any chat messages to each other or out to the group. Now, the reason why both of these options are listed as a security precaution is because Zoom bombers are known for sharing obscene videos, and they would take over the screen share of a Zoom lecture. Another reason why you would want to prevent your participants from chatting to each other is that Zoom bombers are also known to send really offensive videos or images to those who are participating in the Zoom session through the chat feature. So that's why it's a preventive measure to block anyone from chatting or sharing their screen. If I had a Zoom bomber who was disrupting my Zoom session, I would go straight to the security button, then I would select Remove Participant, and here I would have a list of all the people that are participating in my Zoom, and then I can quickly select the Zoom bomber and click Remove. Zoom will prompt by a follow-up question. Are you sure you want to remove them? Student will not be able to rejoin the meeting, and then you would select Remove. If you ever had to remove any participant from the Zoom session, I would then recommend locking the meeting, because Zoom bombers are known for trying to rejoin a Zoom session using multiple IDs and aliases. So just to recap, the purpose of this video was to give you an in-depth explanation on all the Zoom security features that can be made available to you if you are hosting a Zoom meeting.